I plan to tackle my front suspension today, which that can be not fun. I've done it many times, and every time I do it I say it's going to be the last time, and it never is. So take a minute to collect my thoughts, maybe tackle one side of the car, but it's not quite that simple because let me show you. I have to disconnect the axle, disconnect the steering rack, and when I drop the spindle, it's got the brakes on it, so I've got to pull those off and pull the rotor off, and then there's no subframe for the spindle to hang off of. So I've got to disconnect the wheel speed sensor as well and drop the entire spindle on the ground. Then pull the shock out and compress it, replace the spring, put it all back together. And hope I don't have a mental breakdown in that process. But that's where we are right now. And slow and steady, I think, is the term. It's that or keep going until you break mentally and then give up. We'll find out. Now, I just wanted to go over a couple things here. So what I'm doing is replacing the front springs. The shocks are new-ish, about a year old, but I'm just not happy with the ride quality, and the car sits quite lower, which leads me to believe that the suspension travel is less than it should be. Getting old, so ride quality is a thing. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. With X-Drive cars, so the front-wheel drive, if you're pulling the knuckle off of the strut, it should be sort of cautious not to overextend the axle, because what will happen, or what had happened to me, is the axle can actually come out of its carrier, and then that causes all sorts of wonderful problems that are better left avoided. So yeah, anyways, I've drained the front diff because we're going to be replacing the diff fluid. It was not too rough, but yeah, should be done anyways. Disconnected the steering rack on this side. Next, I'm going to take off the brake rotor caliper. I might be ordering new brakes. These are kind of toast. There's like plenty of thickness left on them, but the bite's kind of going away, and we'll see. Just trying not to throw any more money than I have already at this point, but okay, so front struts are done. I'd say that's an exercise in how not to do it. Things I learned. I was using a 6mm impact on the top of the strut to counter hold the shaft. Didn't have it in all the way, and I completely stripped the 6mm or hex head on the top of the strut. So I used vice grips and a paper towel on the top of the strut to hold it while I hit it with the impact. Yes, that can mess up the chroming. I don't care because that portion of the shock will never travel into the body of the assembly. So did what I had to do, maybe be more careful. Yeah, so front struts are done. That's about it for tonight. Stuff remaining, turbos. Gonna drop the front turbo. Rod bearings, steering rack, bunch of other stuff. So yeah, my day I think here is done. It is almost 10 p.m., which yeah, I could keep going, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna call it here, and we'll pick up tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. It's a Saturday at the moment, not that it matters in the world of YouTube. Right now it's starting to feel like a lot. Everything's a mess, so I'm gonna take a bit of time before I leave to tidy. That way I don't walk into a disaster next time I'm here. And there's still a lot to be done, but some good progress has been made. That's it for thought for now. Yeah, we'll pick up when I come back. Okay, so I'm going to remove the steering rack. Why? Why? Because it's in the way, because I'm replacing it anyways. I feel like doing that. Gives me a little more room for activities. Second thought, maybe I should do that all in one go. And now I'm recontemplating my life choices. It's been about 2 weeks. 2 weeks since I've been under here, so gross. Still have the front turbo to remove. I'm just gonna start ripping into the car. There's too much going on to try to organize my thoughts. I'm gonna drop the intercooler, see what's going on in there. I'm gonna guess a lot of oil. Who wants to take bets how much oil is in my intercooler? Go ahead, place your bet here, and let's have a look. It's quite full. I want to say about 30% full. My intercooler was 30% full of oil. That's insane. So we're gonna dump that out and wash that out. And maybe I should get a new intercooler, but that's crazy. That's what happens when you have a filled oil seal on your turbos and you drive it for 4 blocks. Hopefully this caught some oil and saved it from going through the intake, but I doubt it. It's impressive, I'm not gonna lie. End of day 3-ish, 2.5, 3. I may have lost count at this point, which means I should probably edit some video. We'll take that out. Rest of the parts will show up this week. What else? I need to order some oxygen sensors. Haven't done that yet. Mine are pretty toast. And my downpipes are kind of nasty inside from all the oil. So let me show you, I guess. Why not? This is the downpipe. And you just look at all that caked on goodness. Let me get some light here. One second. That's the inside of my downpipe. That's why when your car is spewing oil, you don't drive it. I don't know how I'm going to clean that out, but that will severely affect my performance. I'm going to find some kind of solution and I will update you guys as per what that solution is when I find it. You know, it's funny, I have a camera mount and everything, and I'm like propping my shit up jankily. Is at Jankintosh Motors. Oh, I should call it Jankintosh Motors. Maybe I shouldn't know. Okay. End of day 3-ish.